Gupta from IT Roorkee, and we will be continuing discussing our top internal thesis of questions on Leetcode. And our today's question is populating next right pointers in each node segment. So let's go to this question and see what it states. So given a binary tree, struct node and populate each next pointer to the point to its next right node. If there is no next right node, then the next pointer should be set to null. Initially, all next pointers are set to null. Example number 1 is given as this tree is given to us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and we have to set for each of these nodes we have to set the next pointer as like for first it will be set to null because there is no node on the right of it. For 2 the next pointer would be set as 3. For 3 there is no node here, so it will be set as null. Then for 4 the next pointer would be set as 5, so it is 5. Then for 5 the next pointer would be set as 7, so it is 7. And then for 7 next pointer would be null, so it is null. So this is the question, and I hope you have understood the question. So constraints are given as the number of nodes in the tree is in the range 0 to 6000. So total number of nodes can go from 0 to 6000, and node value can go from -100 to 100. These values can go from -100 to 100. So this is the question, and in order to solve it, we will make use of BFS, breadth first search technique, and we will apply this technique to our tree. And for that we will use queue, and what we'll do is initially we will insert root.left and root.right into our queue, and then for that size we will uh, go through each and every element of queue, and we will set the next pointers respectively. Let's go to the code and see how we are going to implement this BFS approach. So if I go to the code side, so we have to implement this function connect node star connect node star root. So we are given root of our tree, and the definition of this node is given as int value and node star left, node star right, and node star next. We will have to assign the values to this next pointer, and by default this next pointer is set value as null. So initially we'll check if root is equals to null, then we'll return root. Otherwise we will define this queue node star queue, and if root dot left exists, then we will push the root dot left into the queue, and if root dot right exists, then we will push queue root dot right into the queue. And then we are defining previous as null, and this fr as also null. These are two nodes, and then we are defining size as q dot size. So initially q dot size would be for our tree if we consider this tree case. So for this tree our initial queue will contain 2 and 3. Size would be 2 in our case, and then we will do file size minus minus is greater than 0. So we will iterate this 2 times. Initially previous would be null. First of all we will take out this q dot front, so 2 would come out, so 2 would be in the fr node, and we'll do q dot pop, so 2 will be popped out of the queue, and then we'll check if previous is equal to null. So in this case our previous would be null, so we'll assign this previous is equals to fr, so this previous would be set to 2 here. And then we'll do if fr dot if its left exists, then we'll push it into the queue, and if its right exists, then we'll also push it into the queue. And then finally we'll check if size is equals to 0, then we will assign size is equals to q dot size and previous is equals to null. But in this case size is still 1, so it will go into the loop again, and then fr would be 3 in this case, and then we will pop out this 3 also, and then this previous is now set to 2. So this if so else block would run, and this will be 2 dot next would be 3, so 2 next value would be set as 3, and then we'll assign this fr value to our previous, and then similarly we will insert the left and right child if they exist into the queue, and now the size becomes 0, so we'll update the size to q dot size, and we'll assign previous as null. And finally we will return root. So this is the code, and let's try to run it and see whether it's working fine or not. So yeah, this is getting accepted here. Let's try to submit it as well. So yeah, this has got accepted. So this solution is working fine. I will attach this code solution in the comment section of the video, and I will also attach this problem link and problem description in the description of the video. So like this video and subscribe to my channel for more such top into 150 series of questions on Leetcode.